It's boats like this crossing from France to the UK that the British government is trying to stop. Last year, around 28,000 people made this dangerous journey, about 20,000 more than the year before. The UK says those on board are illegal immigrants being exploited by people smugglers.
These vile people smugglers are abusing the vulnerable and turning the channel into a watery graveyard, with men, women and children drowning in unseaworthy boats and suffocating in refrigerated lorries. So, we must halt this appalling trade and defeat the people smugglers.
Boris Johnson says the best way to do that is to take away the prospect of a life in the UK for any potential asylum seeker.
So from today, anyone entering the UK illegally, as well as those who have arrived illegally since January the 1st, may now be relocated to Rwanda.
It's not clear how the UK will decide which asylum seekers are sent to Rwanda, but once there, this is the accommodation they'll be housed in. From here, their asylum claims will be assessed and, if successful, they will get refugee status which entitles them to live in Rwanda, not the UK.
Rwanda has a very unique history in terms of refugees and resettlement in particular. First and foremost, Rwanda is a safe and secure country with the respect for the rule of law, and clearly a range of institutions that have evolved and developed over time. And with that, the skilled way in which Rwanda has already provided resettlement for almost 130,000 refugees from multiple countries.
The British Home Secretary travelled to Rwanda to sign the deal which will see the UK pay the African country close to $160 million to take in the refugees.
This will not only help them, but it will benefit Rwanda and Rwandans and help to advance our own development. And for those who don't wish to make Rwanda their new home, they will be facilitated to return to their country of origin or settle in other receiving countries.
Critics of the scheme have raised questions about the cost and efficacy of the program, as well as the human rights record of the Rwandan government.
We have years of evidence from Australia about precisely this policy measure, which has inflicted a huge amount of cruelty on a relatively small number of people, basically imprisoned for years and years on islands in the South Pacific, and all at enormous cost to the Australian taxpayer.
The British government has admitted it does expect legal challenges to its new policy, but is confident it complies with all international legal obligations. Sarah Morice, TRT World, London.